Hello friends, this is Anna from Hertzen. Today I will show you how to use the Clockhound app version 2 inside your Monday.com instance. Welcome! For this video, we will use a basic Monday.com workspace with some boards and groups inside of it. For this video, we will start by adding the Clockhound time entry item view on the boards needing of time tracking. On any board inside your instance, go to any Items Start Conversation button. This button is circle-shaped and has the plus symbol inside of it. A menu on the right will be deployed with the name of the item you selected. Here we have some item views. Using the plus button inside the second interface, we can add Clockhound. So go ahead and click this button. This will display an interface with all the available item views you have from your installed apps. Search for Clockhound in the search bar and select Clockhound Item View by clicking the button Add to Item. This action will add the time entry for all items inside this board. Functionality 1. You can now start logging time inside any item on the board. For this, we access the app via the same steps as before. We access the item view using the Add Conversation inside Monday and search the tab for Clockhound. Inside the time entry form, we have some fields that need to be filled. Description, used for describing what you did in the time entered. Date, where the hours were used. Hours, the total of hours. Minutes, the minutes used. We have 4 options based on a 15-minute range. We have 2 more optional fields to enter. Billing type, such as billable or non-billable. And code, such as project manager or application expert. You can make use of this view and enter time as you need. You can also search for time entries you have made before and update entries as you wish. You can also see that we have added 2 new columns inside the project task force template. One is the Clockhound status, which will be deployed when the item has been finished. And we have the clock log hours, which will be the total of hours that we have entered inside the item, not only for one user, but for all users. Functionality 2. We can access the second main functionality of the Clockhound via Clockhound Logboard. As you can see, this is where all log time is being registered. We have the time entered group assigned by default and other groups valid for time log classifications, such as invoices, paid, postponed, and archived hours. Along with this board, we have the pivot table view, accessed through the tabs below the board title. Here, we can generate reports from logged hours in the main table. We can use Monday.com filters to change the data displayed in the report. We can export in Excel and PDF. We can change and save the report structure. We can also generate to-be-billed reports, hour reports, employees' cost reports, etc. And we can generate reports from projects billed daily. Clockhound Budget Board. Here, we can allocate a budget assigned to every project board. The columns we have are Total Budget. This column specifies the total amount of budget assigned to one project. The item name defines the project. Remaining Budget. The Clockhound app specifies this column. Every time the user opens the Clockhound Budget Report board view, this column will be updated with the remaining budget calculated with the number of hours logged in the Clockhound logboard. Start Date. This column specifies the start date of the project. Therefore, the dates selected here will log the dates before in the time entry item view to not allow the users to log time in these dates before the project's start time. Closed time period. This column specifies a log time period for entry inside the project. Therefore, the range of dates selected here will log the dates inside the timeline to not allow the users to log time in the dates specified in this column. Users. This column specifies the users with the project manager role inside the project. Role. This column specifies the role of project manager. Inside the project, Assigning this role will permit users to log in time for any other users inside the team. Along with this board, we have the budget report view, accessed through the tabs below the board title. Here, we have a summary report that shows graphs of the remaining and spending budget of the projects across the timeline. This report can also be filtered by the project using Monday.com filters. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you need additional support, don't hesitate to contact us.